And welcome to the latest episode of the Grumble and Grouch show.
Woohoo! Guess who's back? Back again.
Yes.
Grumble's back.
I had
Tell a friend.
for 2.5 weeks. The coof got me.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
And
Guess
I
who's
had
back?
COVID for 2.5 weeks. And Grouch here.
I had a car accident, bro.
He had a car accident. He nearly died.
I was driving, and somebody pulled up next to me while I was driving. They're like, yo, you Grouch? I said, yeah, and I crashed, bro. I couldn't believe someone recognized me. I think it was that guy that helped us with that video of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh,
Grown.
yeah, the guy we met in the parking lot.
Grown was beeping his horns like, yo, you ever gonna pay me? And I fucking crashed, bro.
I don't know you.
So, we've been out of commission.
Yeah, but we're back.
Even though no one's noticed.
No, we're up to 74 subscribers, man. Listen,
Woohoo!
we're doing pretty good.
We're on our way.
Yeah. And hopefully we can reach the 100 mark, and we'll celebrate with a
5 years.
special episode. But as of now,
Special episode?
Yes, I already have it all planned out. Believe me.
Oh.
But as of now, this is a regular episode, and we reviewed Aquaman and the something kingdom.
The Lost Kingdom.
The Lost Kingdom.
You lost the words for the Lost Kingdom.
I was lost already. But let's get into the nitty gritty and the specifics as to what made this movie not the worst movie.
But not the best.
Not the best. But to be honest, the movie starts off like first 20, 30 minutes. I was like, here we go. Here we go again. This movie is going to be absolute trash. It starts off corny as hell. I was, oh, here we go. Corny ass shit.
What was so corny about it, man?
He's telling his story, hopping around like a madman, like a fucking lunatic, telling his story, his little freaking He-Man dolls, mashing them together, and he goes, oh, he was supposed to save some tanker from, I don't even know who, was a bunch of pirates were taking over a tanker, and he like mashing his He-Man characters together, and then they're splicing him, telling a little story to his kid. And the next scene, he's actually fighting like 30 guys at once. Very corny. Here we freaking go. Another corny ass DC Marvel movie.
Yeah, it was bad at the beginning. Like, the little boy, like, peed in his mouth. I was like, come on, bro. You really gotta pee in his mouth? That's worse than the penny sniffer, bro. That little kid's going to hell, bro.
They had 3 scenes where they're getting peed in the face. I'm like, what's the audience for that? I don't
Meanwhile,
know.
the priest in, what was the name of that movie? The Pope's Exorcist?
Pope's Exorcist,
He's going to hell for penny sniffing, man.
Yeah, come on. Where's the justice in this world?
Yeah, peed in his mouth. A little worse, man. Jeez. Oh, my God. Yeah, there was a lot of corny things. Like, the little kid at the beginning, he's like, he doesn't even know how to say goo goo gaga. And yeah, he's like communicating with fish. Oh, yeah.
And they have like a fish tank with like 6 little
Nemos.
Goldfish. Yeah. And all of a sudden, he's teaching the fish to go in circles. But that little bitch ain't even potty trained yet. No, she's already teaching circles and fuck out. It was stupid. He's really bad. Or else, here we go. Another horrible movie that we have to sit through for 2 hours.
And then you think it would get better, but Aquaman says the corniest, worst line I ever heard.
Yeah, he does.
He said, "You want to be a superhero? Do you?" According to Aquaman, being a superhero is to be a single parent.
Damn. So like,
what kind of crap is that, bro?
So there's like 20 million superheroes.
The world is full of superheroes
in America right now, man. You raising a kid by yourself, superhero.
You have no job. You're a superhero.
Yeah, you have a kid, and you're out of wedlock, superhero.
You ain't got no food to feed the poor little kid.
Yeah.
You're a superhero.
You're a crackhead mom who feeds your kid Cheetos.
You're a superhero. You want to drink your problems away. You're a superhero. The world is full of superheroes.
Those are the true superheroes. If you didn't know by now.
Whack!
And then, so the movie begins. He's telling us these ridiculous stories to his little kid here, hopping around like an idiot. And already I was like, this is a bad start, man. This is not good. This is not funny. This is not entertaining. But hopefully it'll get better. And then they show some scientists. These two scientists in like the North Pole or South Pole or whatever.
No, man, Antarctica. And all our conspiracy theories are proving to be correct.
Right.
You can't be going to Antarctica. Because that's what you'll find, man. You'll find alien technology.
Yeah, so there's some seismic activity and right below them, and they fall to this chasm, and then there's this like squid monster with like these
tentacles.
Yeah, with these tentacles, but the tentacles had little grips on little.
Kind of like Doc Ock. That was like a rip-off from like Spider-Man or something.
That's another reason why I have to deduct points for this movie. They do so much of ripping off other better movies.
Which is an easy task to do.
Yes. So that was deductions. Another thing that bothered me too is like, now keep in mind, Aquaman or Arthur, I think only once. So keep in mind that this guy is the king of all Atlantis now. He's a freaking king. And he's living in this hovel by the sea when his actual, I think it's his actual biological father, living in the hood by the side of the ocean, and he's living there too. It makes no sense. You can live in a castle.
But maybe the little kid can't breathe water yet.
I'm highly suspect of that. This bitch is already communicating with goldfish.
I guess.
Yeah, and you can't tell me he can't. I guarantee you threw him in the freaking tub, and he left him in there and says, breathe, bitch.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, I guarantee he knows whether you can breathe underwater or not. That doesn't make sense to me either. Really? You're going to live in that freaking mess of a house when you're the king of an entire civilization underwater, and you decide to reside there. And then they discover what happens is the sea monster or the squid monster, whatever it was, and they find this...
What?
They find this like chemical. It is orcalicum or oraculum. It's called.
You got me, bro.
Or what was it called?
Mucus?
No. What was it? What was that one movie they called? They called it unobtainium.
Oh yeah, unobtainium.
So they basically got unobtainium, which heats the whole world.
Rip off.
Yeah, there's so many rip off this movie. So they managed to obtain this unobtainium.
Rip off.
Yeah, and it has these magical powers which will heat the entire Earth. So it basically is saying as global warming is a thing, and now we need to fight it. So we need to get this unobtainium or arachicum, what it was called. And again, too, is so they show up, Manta shows up, and they're stealing all the organicum.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think it's called yum yum sauce.
So for the rest of your review, it's called Yum Yum Sauce.
This right say yum yum sauce.
So there's still a yum sauce, and that they gotta put a stop to it. So they sell like 1,000 ships. That's our yum sauce. Stop.
Listen to me. Oh my god. Hey, you guys were missing us, weren't you guys? Yeah. Listen to this, man. Oh, talk about having these ships. I think the most ludicrous thing I have ever seen. Or actually, no, it wasn't that crazy, but it made me question it, right? I even talked to Grumble. I was like, How do they fill the ships with all these like workers, man? How do they apply for the job?
Yeah.
How much do they pay? Mm-hmm. Like 401k is that good? Like what's going on, man?
Where do they all these? They had like thousands of workers in these ships, and then where do they go? Do they go Indeed.com? Where are they hiring these people? How can I apply?
How much they pay a year?
What's your 401k like? These are questions that was never revealed in the movie. And I was like, hey.
These guys are so loyal.
Yeah.
Like, things go down, like, really bad, and they show up the next day. Like, they don't even take a sick day.
Yeah, they got a whole new staff. There they are. Where do they get them from? Indeed.com? Or, what other? Monster.com?
Where's the PTO?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, how much are they really pulling down a year? I'd love to know.
Yeah, I mean,
it can't be more than 100 G's. There's no freaking way.
They need a mental health day out of all this, bro. Like, they need a day off.
And there's this one Chinese broad who gets completely fucked up, and the next scene she's showing for work. You don't have sick days? I bet she's accumulated a shitload of sick days.
She's like, I can't call in sick before a holiday. They duck my pay. I wonder what the direct deposit say, man.
Yeah.
Dr.
Damn,
Evil's
bro.
paying you? Who's paying you,
That
bro?
bitch needs a raise.
Oh, and they're riding in this Myrtle the Turtle ship, bro. Myrtle the Turtle. Like a ship that looks like a turtle.
Yeah.
And it's full of workers. I just don't get it, man.
It doesn't make sense to me. But listen, you just gotta go with it, I guess.
And hey, if I see Aquaman come in, I'll be like, I quit, bro. You can't quit? I mean, seriously, bro.
But that's another thing too. So Manta shows up and he's trying to steal this chemicals or whatever it is. And then who's leading the charge? But again, DC and Marvel love to elevate these old women. So they have freaking Aquaman's mother, if not grandmother. I don't know how old she is. That bitch, she's leading the charge. Get him. They gotta get that. What was it? Orca? I don't know what it's called.
Yum yum sauce.
Yum yum sauce. They got yum yum sauce. So she's leading the charge. Once again, they gotta have Granny out there kicking ass. Heaven forbid they get the military involved. No, they're too busy. They get Granny and Granny's son and Granny's son's wife. They got to get them out there to fight off these evil villains.
Their daughter-in-law.
Yeah. Where's the king? What's the king doing? It makes more sense if the king was involved, but the king's wife. What was it? Where was the king? I don't know. It just didn't. It was just again.
Listen, all I know is that Myrtle, the turtle ship, is full of superheroes.
And when everyone died on Myrtle the Turtle, all these poor kids are now, fatherless or motherless. There were definitely equal opportunity hires because half the employees were women and half were men. So I was like, damn, they're equal opportunity employers.
Yeah,
that's
man.
nice for them.
Hey, on the application, bro. It's, you don't want the government to come and shut you down.
All I hope is the women were paid as much as the men because that'd be very misogynistic, and I may have to write a fucking letter.
Write a letter, Grumble. Write a letter.
And then he's got to rescue his brother now. And they get fucking Glub Glub, the squid, to help out. I was like, what the fuck is that? He's a little squid in the desert. Does that really work? You can put a fucking squid in the desert and he's going to fight for you now? Is that how it works?
It works, man. It worked.
That's all it took. They put Glub Glub, threw him in the freaking desert. Let's go, bitch. We gotta save my brother.
He's like, blah, 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 I need water.
That's why he's like, Glub Glub. Glub, Glub.
Blah, 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 water, please, water. I don't belong in the desert. Blah, blah.
He's like, I need water, bitch.
Aquaman's like, why are you so dry?
Yeah. It's hot as hell.
Yum yum sauce.
It's like fucking yum sauce. I'm out. I can't breathe.
Help. I'm dying. I can't help you, Aquaman.
I need water. Yo, this desert bitch. It's hot. I'm a squid. I don't belong out here. Help. This isn't a pond. I can't breathe.
They lied to me. They said I was going to another body of water. Help.
So the fucking Glub Glub, whatever the fuck his name was, infiltrating this base to save his brother. To be honest, when he went to save him, I gotta admit, they had a pretty cool fucking scene. I enjoyed it immensely. When they have these like 10...
Was it Blub Blub not being able to breathe?
No, I was praying Glub Glub would fucking keel over and die, but he never fucking died. So they have these fucking 10-legged, I don't know what they were, 10-legged monsters that Aquaman and his brother mount up.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty fucking cool. They literally climbed up these buildings, these like ancient...
I wonder what movie they stole that from. I don't know, man.
That was pretty cool, man. I liked it. These things were just scaling these buildings.
That was nice.
I was like, hey, you know what? This movie sucks up until now. This movie sucks up until now, but that was a pretty cool fucking scene. I was like, yes, I'm on board with this. Another issue I had with the movie was, to be honest, most of the comedy just just fucking fell flat with me. It wasn't that funny. The jokes they had were fucking lame. I laughed. I think it was only once I had a bit of a chuckle, but for the most part, horrible jokes.
Yeah, I didn't laugh once, man.
Yeah, no, I think I did. I don't remember what scene it was, but there was one scene I kind of like laughed. I kind of chuckled a little, but yeah.
But you don't even remember the scene.
I do not remember the scene. Yeah.
So that's how good it was.
Another thing I thought was very interesting about this movie was, not since I last saw The Wizard of Oz did I ever see so much green in a fucking movie. Every scene there was green background, green laser blasts, green volcanoes, a lot of green. I don't know what the message was, but evidently the people who made this movie, they love fucking green.
I didn't. It was okay.
Yeah,
I like the colors.
I listen. To be honest, I think the best part of this movie was the special effects, and the CGI was pretty good. I'm not a huge CGI guy. I'm not that freaking critical of it. I thought it was really good.
They probably never even saw the water in this.
The green I thought was cool, but a lot of it, and I couldn't understand why so much with the green palettes. Okay, but it was cool. I didn't have. It's just an observation. I thought it was interesting that they threw that much green in it. We're probably going to tear this movie up a lot of negative, but I want to hit on a couple positives. Again, I think the CGI was pretty good. The backgrounds and the special effects, I think were fine.
The scenery.
Yeah, it was competently done. I thought it was good. But to be honest, I like the villain. I think some of these villains nowadays are very over the top. They're too flamboyant. They're too much. I like this guy. He's like kind of subdued. He's very evil. I really thought the villain in this movie, Mantis, he was really good. I have very little negative to say about. I liked him. He wasn't in a lot. I think they could have used him a bit more. I really liked. I don't have a lot of issues with him. He was kind of diabolical and dark. I thought he was good.
Yeah. One of my favorite scenes is at the end, to be honest. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we should talk about the end, but like he's about to die, and Aquaman gives him his hand.
Oh, right.
He's like, never!
Yeah! I didn't see that coming.
That's
I was like,
balls right there,
bro. This movie already established is very corny. Let's end on a corny ass note. Let's save the freaking villain. And he's like,
never!
He's like, yeah. He's like, fuck you, bro. I'm out. And he went down and died in the green lava. Another thing I gotta say is positive of this movie is I think they really did a decent job expanding the universe that they already created or they established in the first Aquaman movie. There's all of these different realms and these kingdoms and these different people who live in the... I thought it was pretty good.
I like the name of the Lost Kingdom. It was like Necro something or Necrus.
Yeah, that was cool. There was some definite positives in this movie that I appreciate. I thought was nice. It was cool to see. Like I said, is establishing all of this the underworld or the underwater worlds where you can see all these different kingdoms and different civilizations, different people that live there. I thought that was cool. I was a little surprised by that. I thought it was a good touch to show all of these different people that lived in the Atlanteans world.
And I like the whole I also like the dynamic between the two brothers. I thought that was good.
Yeah,
because they're supposed to hate each other and
right. Yeah, no, that was.
But they need each other.
Too. Yeah. They started off, of course, they were kind of like standoffish, but eventually they warmed to each other, and eventually at the very end, it seems like they're brothers again. So that was cool. I didn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, no, yeah. The movie wasn't. I'm telling you, like probably one of the top tier movies we've seen.
Oh yeah, I mean we saw a lot of crap.
Yeah,
and I think up until now, our best reviewed movie was Avatar 2, which wasn't even that like amazing.
I mean, also like. I almost died in my car accident, so like I'm trying to be a little less mean, I guess. I'm trying to see the bright side of things, man.
Yeah, listen, he's
I saw a lot of green.
Error of his ways.
Psych! That shit was whack!
Now that I give the positives out of the way, there was a lot of cliched shit in this movie, bro. So at one point, they go to this realm who's run by literally a fish Jabba the Hutt. He's like laying out.
Rip off.
Yeah, he's laying on this like big bed, and all these bitches are giving him food and grapes and shit. And it was literally fucking Jabba the Hutt. Come on, it was such cliched nonsense. And they got to go to this guy, and they put a helmet on his head, and he's about to suffocate because they're filling it with air. That was so freaking weak. That was very... There's a lot of scenes to me that bring this movie down. Very cliched, corny. Again, I don't know what it is, but these DC Marvel movies, they love to push the corniness. Very corny scenes. And that's why Evan, I'm probably going to give this a more of a negative review, even though there was a lot of positives. There's a lot of good stuff in it. But a lot of the corny, unfunny jokes, the stuff they're trying to like jam down our throats, just didn't fly with me.
Pee.
Yeah, seriously. There were 3 scenes in this movie where they're going to piss in the face. They're
jamming it down your throat.
Peed on in the face. Who thinks that's funny? I don't get it. Why?
I laughed.
No, I don't. Oh, and that's another thing, too, is if you want to say, if there is one movie that they completely ripped off in this movie, and I could point out at least a dozen things that did in this movie that completely ripped off, was Lord of the Rings. Oh my God. There were so many scenes where they have this, the main evil guy looks exactly like Sauron. I'm like, come on, bro, that's straight out of fucking Lord of the Rings. And they have a freaking crab guy, crab monster, I don't know what the fuck he was. It sounded just like Gimli from fucking Lord of the Rings. No. That did not fly. I can't believe they didn't get that motherfucker an axe, because he was straight up Gimli from Lord of the Rings, and he had the same fucking accent.
42? Oh, that's not bad for a pointy-eared elvish princeling. I myself am sitting pretty on 43.
The main villain was called Necris.
Nice.
You might have called him... You might have called him Sauron, because the same shit, except green. A green fucking Sauron. Call him Green Sauron. Don't call him Necris. Green Sauron. So much of Lord of the Rings was just stolen and put in this movie. That I didn't appreciate, because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Not cool, just straight up stealing Lord of the Rings shit and putting this whack-ass movie.
I wouldn't have been able to tell, bro.
Okay, yeah, but I could tell. I was like, that's the Eye of Sauron.
I'm saying I wouldn't have been able to tell you were a Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah,
the way you were talking.
Yeah, no, it was just that I didn't like.
I call him Necris.
Okay, no, I don't call him Necris. I call him Green Sauron. And then, like I said, they have straight up Gimli, the Lord of the Rings, hopping around with his fucking such corny ass jokes. He goes, "Oh, somebody cut off my crab arm, but don't worry, I've already grown it back like 20 times."
Which is a rip-off of Guardian of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like the guy with that's a tree, Groot or something.
Right,
he
right.
keeps growing it back.
Yeah. Fucking whack ass
Rip-off.
shit. Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of
rip-off. You gotta go there? Did you really have to do it? No. So the movie ends. So eventually we get to end the movie. And the movie ends. It was a pretty decent... Listen, this is the best part of the movie, to be honest. The very end of the movie.
Not the very, very end, but the end.
Yeah. The end of the movie. Because he now goes to Green Sauron and he wants to revive him.
Okay, but before the Green Sauron, I think some really cool scenes. So really cool things happen. So Arthur's brother doesn't get along with the other like king or I don't know what he does, right? But what was the guy's? Was he a king? He doesn't get along with the king. With one of the kings, one of the kingdoms. Or
yeah, another kingdom. He doesn't get along. Yeah,
and like you know they don't get along, and he's about to die, kind of like Mufasa, right? He's like hanging off a cliff, and he kind of gives him like a smile, and you swear that Arthur's brother is gonna just let him die.
I think that was his mother's. I'm not sure. That's the thing I don't freaking completely get. Mm-hmm. They keep calling Aquaman the king. But his mother and his father I'm assuming that guy is...
That's not the father. The father lives in the lighthouse.
No, but wait a minute. That's the father of Aquaman.
Yeah.
But I think the guy with the crown, isn't that married to Aquaman's mother? Mm-hmm. So that's not his father, I agree. But he's still the king.
Yeah. See, I don't know. But I found it really cool because that was like the perfect way for Arthur's brother to let that guy die.
not Aquaman's father, but Aquaman's stepfather is hanging on. He's about to freaking die, and you see Aquaman's brother kind of like give it like an evil smile, like yeah, you're dead. And then next scene, you see him chopping off the
he comes around the corner,
the squid's limbs, so he can't get him. That was a cool scene. I agree, because I was like, damn,
that was a cool scene.
Yeah.
I thought the fact that like we've heard so much negative publicity on Amber Heard, which is so beautiful, right? But like, and I just figured they were just gonna kill her off, so there's no doubt she's never coming back,
right?
And like a trident was headed right to her face. So I was like, oh man, that's how they're gonna kill her. But like the Aquaman's brother stopped that,
right?
And he becomes possessed, kind of like The Exorcist. So there was another ripoff.
Cool. Yeah,
that was another ripoff.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, no, it had.
And then Aquaman grabs the same trident.
Yeah.
And then there's a struggle. He's let go, man. Let it go, and he does.
Yeah.
And he throws it at Green Sauron.
Yeah.
And it goes right through Green Sauron's trident, and he's done.
Yeah.
And
so
that's basically how it ends. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the end, which wasn't that bad. But the end.
Oh my God! They have like an added scene at the end.
No, not even that. But like Aquaman having like a press conference in front of like the whole world. I didn't like that.
Oh yeah, this is some corny
I didn't like
shit.
that. I didn't like that. He's like, we can live together.
Yeah.
All of us are superheroes because all of you are single parents out there.
That's the whole point of the movie. Is the real superheroes are not these motherfuckers. They're single parents. They're the greatest among us.
They were never home.
So listen,
because they gotta work 50 hours a week. But they're the superheroes.
Or they're probably collecting unemployment or collecting welfare.
They're the superheroes. Not the people that pay taxes. That's my true superhero. But yes, and then and then I can't believe they even have like an added scene.
They have an added scene.
Oh my God.
You want to make it worthwhile to stick around for those 2 or 3 minutes and watch these boring ass credits. Say, yes, here we go, guys. Let's watch this shit. So they literally have Aquaman's brother eating like a fucking Big Mac or whatever it was, and he sees like a cockroach or whatever it was, some bug. He takes the bug, puts it in his burger, and this is another thing I was stupid. He put it like in the middle of his burger, and he takes a bite, and it's like, like he just bit the bro. He wasn't deep enough yet.
Those legs, bro. Those legs are long, bro.
He might have taken a couple legs with him, but he didn't get his head or his body yet. Don't give me that sound. He didn't get any vital organs yet.
He didn't get to the good part.
Yeah, he didn't get to his kidneys and shit. No, he got one of his freaking legs. That's not a kill shot, and it shouldn't sound like.
Last time I caught a bug, it took off, bro.
It's so stupid.
That roach would have taken off. It would put it in the middle of a burger.
They thought these fucking amazing intellectual, most creative among us thought, you know what'd be cool? At the end of this movie, if we have Aquaman's brother having a cheeseburger and he puts a cockroach in it. Genius. Who wants to see that?
We're done working for the day.
Yeah.
That is it. Call it a day. PTO next week, guys.
Yeah. Oh my. Come on. Get me in that room. I'll show you something interesting to watch. Who the fuck wants to watch that? So listen, let's get to the final verdicts. Because for me, like I said, this is definitely a mixed bag. Some good, some bad. But I'm going to break it down right now for our committed audience. And I give this movie...
Hello, Grown.
Grown. I hope you're still with us.
You made me crash, bitch. Next time, just text me.
I give this movie a 4.
Wow.
Out of 10.
4 out of 10. Is that the highest you give it?
That's it. 4 out of 10. No, I think I gave... I think I gave...
Hold on, we have a house full of workers too.
Yeah.
Man. If they can have a Myrtle Turtle ship full of workers, we can have a whole bunch of workers too. Hey, Jimmy, check the stats. What's the highest?
I think it was a 5. I think he gave. I believe he gave. I believe he gave Avatar 2 a 5. Yes, confirmed. A 5 out of 10.
All right, you earn your paycheck.
Yeah.
So wow, but you gave it a 4.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 4.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I did not think it was that good. It had its moments, but for the most part, they lost me. I couldn't get into it.
All right,
I wasn't that impressed.
Well, let me calculate. Okay, so they got Aquaman, they got Amber Heard, which is cute.
Wait a minute.
And they had some okay fight scenes. All right, and the colors were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it reminded me of the Hulk ripoff. Okay.
Right.
They did this, they did that. Okay, they had yum yum sauce. Okay.
Yum yum sauce.
Yum yum sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, they had that. They peed in someone's mouth. Okay,
times.
I can see myself giving it a 8 minus 8. Unwatchable.
What? Really? Unwatchable.
No, I'm just kidding. I missed the show too much. A 3.5, 4.
3.5.
Yeah, 3.5, 4.
That could be record breaking. Jimmy,
Yeah.
what's the highest? What's the highest Grouch ever gave?
I believe that was like a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
What? You breaking records, bro.
Yeah. I mean, if I was flipping through the channels and I saw the movie, I wouldn't be so fast to switching the channels.
Wow. Jimmy. What do you think about that?
On that note, the Grumble and Grouchy and Jimmy show. Bye, Jimmy. You're fired.